She saw Dunn put his gun back in the glove box. Dunn told her he shot at the car with the loud music. She asked him why.
He said, I feared for my life. I said, why? And he said, they threatened to kill me.
In a letter from behind bars, Dunn writes something that's very disturbing, so please don't blame the messenger. I am quoting the letter that this man purportedly wrote. Quote, the jail is chock full of blacks and they all appear to be thugs. In another letter, he wrote, quote, this gangster rap thug talking culture that certain segments of society flock to is intolerable. The three thugs that were in the car are telling stories to cover up their true colors. Brian Claypool, criminal defense attorney, if he has an attorney, first of all, how on earth does he allow him to write these things? And will these very incriminating letters be introduced at trial against him by the prosecution?
Well, Jane, you're right. I mean, that letter clearly shows racial animus toward these teenagers. But I wanted to make one point, and I think Joey Jackson hit the nail on the head. The most important fact that I derived from that jailhouse interview of Dunn was when he said that he put his window down after he heard the kids in the car make a comment. He could have simply kept his window up, turned his car on, put his foot on the gas, and drove away. He precipitated the entire confrontation, and he cannot now rely on the stand your ground law.
But Mark O'Meara, isn't that similar to what they said about Zimmerman, that if he had just stayed in his car and not followed Trayvon, none of this would have happened, and we only have a couple of seconds?
That's very correct. Sorry, and I agree with him, but the reality is what Dunn was thinking at that precise moment, he's got to have evidence to support his fear. So far, we haven't seen it. Those letters are going to be devastating if he testifies and they come in and rebuttal, and they probably will.
Ron Davis, the father of the victim, Jordan Davis, I want to thank you for joining us. My heart goes out to you. We are going to be all over this trial, and we are not going to stop as the search for justice unfolds. Thank you, sir, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Jane. And we need to go ahead and rewrite Stand Your Ground. I want to please say that we need to rewrite Stand Your Ground.
Well, that's going to be a big part of the debate. And I hope you come back and help us debate that important issue. Stay right there. More on the other side.